The also lovely and privileged Miss Carrie Underwood is finding it hard to maintain her 400-acre farm in Tennessee. She said it's so hard finding and keeping hired hands. You mean the hands that you voted for to get deported? And that's why I understand that y'all's vote was so rooted in racism that you could not even see that you were voting against your own interests. I just want to know, Carrie, while you were in that voting booth, voting against your own interests, who did you think was going to maintain your 400-acre farm? I know like hell you didn't think it was going to be your cousin Billy and Bob. And like hell you thought it was going to be Tyreek and Jashawn. Because we all know y'all have a tendency to pay these immigrants less than what they're worth. And for you to think that you were going to vote to deport them and then in turn hire what? White and black people at the same rate, you got to be out your mind. I guess you're going to have to go on a job search and search for all the people that said all the immigrants was taking all the American jobs. Find them, or matter of fact, is your farm, you work it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide. My name is Amy and you're welcome today. So today we're talking about Carrie Underwood, the country music superstar, and she is making headlines, but not for music. She's struggling to keep her massive farm running, and the reason why is sparking a lot of conversations online. So let's check out more reactions.
Oh Lord, another FAFO celebrity edition, and this one is for Carrie Underwood. Evidently, she's battling exhaustion from having to deal with the endless repairs of looking after a farm and feeding the animals and attending to the crops. Apparently farm life does not agree with her. And for whatever reason, they don't have any farm workers. So her husband, and her 2 kids are having to pick up the slack of looking after a farm. And apparently it's hard work. Yes, my dear. It is very hard work to be on a farm. So, yep, get to it. Get up at the crack of dawn, get out there and get on those chores. What's the matter? Are the royalties from Until He Cheats drying up that you can't afford to pay farm workers? Or did you have undocumenteds working for you and now they're not there anymore?
Oh no, where have all the workers gone? And after you sang America the Beautiful at Trump's inauguration, this just doesn't seem right. I feel so bad for you.
So here's what's happening. Carrie owns a 400-acre farm in Tennessee, complete with gardens, orchards, a greenhouse, and animals. And it looks beautiful from the outside, but report says she's exhausted. She's been taking on heavy farm chores, hauling hay, fertilizing, repairing equipment, harvesting, and caring for livestock with little downtime. And the big problem is she can't find enough workers. And sources say she's having a hard time keeping hired hands, which leaves her and her family carrying most of the burden. And this is where the story connects to a much bigger issue affecting farmers all across America. As you know, immigrant labor has long been the backbone of American agriculture. And these workers take on tough, demanding jobs that many Americans simply don't want. Long hours, extreme conditions, and low wages. But with Trump's deportation policies removing a huge number of these workers, farms everywhere are struggling to survive. And farm groups have warned that deporting agricultural workers would devastate the industry because nearly half of US farm workers are undocumented. And research shows when immigration enforcement hits farming areas, the effects are immediate. Labor shortages of 20 to 40%, billions in crop losses, and higher grocery prices for everyone.
Well. It's Thursday, baby. And even though it is a throat punch Thursday, I thought we could swing in a FAFO early, friend. Why wait till Friday when I've got this FAFO tea for you? Let me pour it expeditiously, boo. Where is Carrie Underwood's farm? Singer reportedly suffering sleeplessness as she struggles with repairs and other issues on her property. You poor unfortunate soul. What's the matter, Miss Underwood? Jesus don't want to take the till? I understand, baby. It's hard to till the land, feed the animals, and all of that. But what's so strange here, dear, is that Carrie Underwood took to her Instagram last year to tout about her sprouts. Yes, she took everybody on a tour of the greenhouse, as if she planted any of those seeds. She picked her mandarin oranges expeditiously for everyone to see. But now her farm is in disrepair because she's actually having to do the work there. You get what you voted for.
You ever notice some people pray for rain, but then complain when they got to carry the bucket? So the rumor is that Carrie Underwood is out here struggling to maintain her 400-acre property. You know, chicken, horse, sheep, greenhouses, all the things, right? It's like a whole little house on the prairie starter kit. So now she's having trouble finding farm hands, and Miss Girl got to get up at the crack of dawn, shovel hay, feed animals, harvest food, water the plant. You know, all the stuff people said Americans would happily do if immigrants stopped stealing their jobs. Now, for me, the irony in all of this is Carrie Underwood is a Trump fan. She's been on the build the wall, protect American jobs train. So I go, if that logic holds, shouldn't she be thrilled right about now? I mean, congratulations, Carrie girl, you got the job back. Now go pull yourself up by your Chinese-made bootstraps and get to work, girl. This is the crazy thing, though. Immigrants have been the backbone of multiple industries in America for a long time. Agriculture, construction, hospitality, industries that keep this country running. Decades of break-backing work, feeding this country, building its home, keeping it alive. And you know what America's reward was? Treat immigrants like they're disposable. Push them out. And then when the system collapses, suddenly everyone's got the shocked Pikachu face. So my question to Americans is, how much are you willing to lose to hold on to the fantasy that you don't need immigrant labor? Because without the people that you said didn't matter, you might just find out your American dream is actually one long nightmare. And you're the one that has to wake up and collect the eggs, boo.
That is what makes Kariwahu's situation so striking. Even with money, resources, and fame, she's still facing the same crisis as everyday farmers. And people online aren't missing the irony. The very policies meant to protect American jobs are leaving farms understaffed, food unharvested, and farmers, whether they are celebrities or small growers, scrambling for solutions as well. But here's the reality. Farming doesn't work without farm workers. And if immigrants are pushed out without a plan to replace that labor, the entire food system feels the impact. So guys, that's it for today. What's your take on these? Should America rethink how it handles immigrant farm labor, or is this simply the cost of strict immigration policies? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Trending Pulse Worldwide for more trending stories.